Good afternoon, everyone. This is Anaka. I'm working with Encircle as a marketing manager, and we welcome you all to our webinar from physical to digital asset management, how nBIM integrates BIM, GIS, and point cloud data. With today's session, we will showcase our domain experience, live demonstration, and answer your questions along the way. So please feel free to use question answer box and share your thoughts and queries. Uh, for today's session, we have Naeem and Mayur on our panel. So they will go through all the details for our product and also the demonstration. So handing over to Naeem.
Hi, thank you so much, Anaga, for the quick introduction. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. So I would like to welcome all of you for this webinar session, which is on nBIM, which is from physical to data asset management. So I want you to just imagine for a moment, if you're responsible for hundred of assets spread across cities or telecom towers, bridges, substations, metro stations, or it could be buildings, or it could be multiple point clouds and stuff like that. So each asset has BIM data, GIS data, field reports, and inspections. So inspections would be more relevant to the surveying companies. So, but they're all scattered in different systems handled by different teams at different speeds. So you open your laptop on a Monday morning and instead of clarity, you are staring at fragmentation. So this is a reality for so many infrastructure teams today. And this is exactly the challenge we are here to address. Next slide. So here is how we'll spend the next 1 hour. So what we'll do is that we will start by unpacking the strategic challenge as to why managing distributed assets is becoming increasingly complex. Then we'll also look at the vision for a connected future where physical and digital worlds truly converge. So we'll talk briefly about what Encircle is and why we built nBIM platform. And then we'll take you through the nBIM platform story, followed by a quick demo to bring it to life. So finally, we will wrap up the session with an invitation for you to experience yourself and short question and answer session as well. So before we get started with excuse me, before we get started with the nBIM platform, I would want to just give you a quick introduction about Encircle. Encircle Tech was founded in 2012, and our proud founders are Varun Bhartiya and Tarika Jain. So we have about 12 plus years of excellence in the AEC domain. We are spread across 20 countries. We have 150 plus customers. And then as a team, we are about 250 engineers and developers driving innovation. So we work with architectural firms like architects to general contractors to consultants and manufacturing companies as well. So we specialize in CAD BIM automation, BIM services, and scan to BIM services. So scan to BIM, we help our customers who are into surveying to process the point cloud. And we also have some of the interesting products as well, which is deviation inspector, point cloud importer, and ML engine to process the point cloud and generate a Rivet model. And we also are into the advanced APS solutions as well. And we have customers, as I mentioned, spread across 20 countries. So our head office is based out of Pune in India, and we have offices in London as well as Japan. And we are a preferred partner for Autodesk since we have 10 years, 10 plus years as an Autodesk developer network partnership with Autodesk. And we are recognized as world's leading system integrator for Autodesk as well. So we have developed about, roughly 150 plus large applications. And then we have collaborated with Autodesk on multiple R&D projects as well. And to talk about some of our clients, in a portfolio, so Autodesk themselves are a customer. So we have done a decent amount of work with some of the other customers that you see on a screen, like Siemens, Dassault Systems, WeWork, Hitachi, FaciliCAD, and the list goes on. We have worked with some of the largest general contractors in India. We have worked with some of the largest general contractors in the US and in the UK as well. So, yeah, as I mentioned to you earlier, let me just paint a quick picture for you, right? As I mentioned, imagine you're responsible for thousands of assets like telecom towers, electrical poles, or metro stations, or wind turbines, which are spread across different cities or even countries, right? So now here is a problem. Most companies still use the old school methods to manage these assets. So data is scattered, some in Dropbox, some in Google Drive, some in emails, some in, it could be other, storage platform. And when something goes wrong on site, it takes days for the information to reach the people who need to act. So that's not just slow, it's risky as well. So you can't even see everything in one place. You don't know the exact location or condition of each asset. And even if you've scanned the site, the data often just sits there unused. So I would like to tell you, if you don't have the right platform to manage and view this data in context, especially on a map, you are just flying blind, right? So also many scanning companies we have encountered that they just deliver the files, like, they just go to the site, just do the scanning, and just hand over the point cloud data to the customer and move on. But that's not the long-term needs, right? So what if you want to track warranties, know where servicing is due, or just view these 360 photos to check site issues, right? So all of these services are never catered to your customers if you're a surveying company. That's where the real value lies, is in ongoing asset management, not just one-time scanning. You can go ahead and have this white labeled as your own product, where you can go ahead and have a retainership with your customers, so that way you are engaging your customers for a longer period of time. So you will have business which is ongoing and repeat business, once you offer a platform where you can say that you can go ahead and host the data that will be available for you anytime, right? And so do you want to just collect the data in that matter, or actually use it to make smarter decisions? So that's the shift we are talking about today. Yeah. So coming to, this is just imagine you open a browser and see every asset on one interactive map, right? So you zoom into a tower and instantly, access its BIM models, inspection data, GIS layers, and historical changes, all in context. So you can collaborate in real time, make decisions faster, and eliminate the guesswork. This isn't a far off dream. It's where the industry is heading right now as we speak. So the future is about connecting to what? That is the rich BIM data to where? which is the GIS context seamlessly, right? Yeah. So, knowing these challenges, that's where we thought together and, we encountered these challenges from our customers. So this brings us to our web-based platform, which is called nBIM. So nBIM is a web-based platform that brings BIM, GIS, and point cloud data together into one seamless environment. So you can just think of nBIM as a command center for infrastructure data where silos disappear and context drives decision making. So it becomes much easier for you to have all the data in one space. So let me just go ahead and talk to you about some of the amazing features of nBIM. So the first feature is the unified viewer, right? So you can go ahead and load multiple formats like IFC, LAS, E57. These are all the point clouds, and then the PDFs and GIS layers into the interface. Just for an example, if you were to overlay a metro station BIM model on top of site survey data to validate the alignment instantly. And then the next feature is a very cool feature. It's the real-time collaboration. So in real-time collaboration, just imagine it works like the Google Docs for infrastructure, where you can view, you can comment, you can assign tasks, and you can sync instantly across, different teams. And the best part about nBIM, as I mentioned, is not just real-time collaboration. So it is the centralized updates and storage. So you can have all the data in one space. And the best part is that you can go ahead and have notification system created within the team members that is within your teams. For example, if you're an admin, you can very well go ahead and have a role-based system for your users where you can assign particular tasks to some of your peers internally as well. And then the next feature is the advanced visualization. So our nBIM platform can handle up to 170 GB of files in your browser with sectioning, navigation, and property extraction. You don't need to have huge installations, and there would be no lags as well. So you can have the advanced interaction tools where it help you to navigate and deep dive into the model as well. And also it can give you the critical data for any model. It could have any kind of elements or materials as well. And then the other feature is the project control and security, which is going to be a role-based access where you'll have full audit trials, versioning, and then ensuring governance while staying agile. And then the best part about nBIM, as we mentioned, you will have a safe and secure login credentials. That means nobody can have access to those credentials. Only your team members will have access to those credentials. And all the data that you upload it here would be safe and secure. I would now want to go ahead and pass on this conversation further to my colleague Mayur. Mayur would go ahead and take us through a quick demonstration of nBIM.
Yeah, thank you so much, Naeem. And I would like to welcome you all of you to join our webinar. So before we deep dive into, I would like to share a quick background about nBIM. So nBIM is the result of 2.5 years of dedicated work by our engineering team. The idea was simple. We wanted to come up with a platform that enables users to interact and work with their point cloud data, BIM data, as well as 360 images. so they can walk through and they can actually record how the site is established and everything. So it doesn't only allow you to just view with just viewing abilities, but it also has some advanced and standard tools which will enable you to kind of work with your data on a regular basis. Once you come onto the platform, you will have the ability to log in yourself. Once you enter your credential, you will be redirected to the dashboard screen, and you can see the files are loaded there. Once you load the file, it will have the conversion happening in the background. Once the file gets converted, you will have the label that you can see the file is converted already. You can just open it up onto the viewer, and it will have the kind of default location. So we have the ability to assign location to the model. So it is now loaded on a different default location. So yeah, this is how the model should look like. It is loaded onto a respective position. Then I was talking about the scaling. So you can scale the model as per your requirements. So you can scale it up, scale it down, just to appropriately set onto the location. You can also adjust the position. And then I think the transformation tool is something I was about to talk about. So transformation, before we get into transformation, you can see the model, and then transformation will help you to kind of adjust the model appropriately. It will allow you to work with the model, and you can easily adjust the model as per the appropriate location. So as you can see, it is now kind of onto the appropriate position. And scaling tool is also will help you to kind of scale the model onto the same location. It will stay to the same location of the model, and then you can scale down. Yeah. We have also enabled a feature called point appearance. We wanted to provide seamless experience, and that can only be achieved once you offer a kind of quality to maintain. So if the model is a kind of has a good quality, you can simply load on a low quality just to load it completely, and then you can adjust the quality from here itself. Yeah. So here, as you can see, it is quite simple. You can easily interact with such tools. Those are available onto the viewer. Yeah. Yeah, this is the real life scenario. So in case if you want to look at it from 3D perspective, how the model should look in the real time scenario. Like if you have loaded the model onto any location from the US, then if you want to see how it will look with the real life scenario, so this will give you the way how it should look alike. Yeah, Earth view is also present. Now what we are trying to show is now we are trying to going inside the model. So I've loaded the model. It is Revit file, IFC file, and now I'm first selecting the first person, like what would be the front of while interacting with the platform and getting inside. So this is how you can manage your kind of view, and then you can get into the model. So yeah. So we have made sure like the platform is very much easy to interact with. There are no lagging happenings at all, and it is easy to interact. So in case if you, as you can see now, you are inside the model, so you can even do the measurement and all such operations that nBIM offers. We will discuss about that moving forward. Yeah. I'm just going inside from different angle. So this is how it is going. And if you want to kind of rotate from 360-degree, you can do so. In case if you want to look how the inside view of the model should look like, this will give you a clear idea how the model should be from inside perspective. You can also, like I mentioned, you can do 360. In case if you want to go up and down, you can certainly do so. In case if you want to apply zoom in, zoom out, that is also feasible here, just to kind of see very tiny information in case that is very much important for us. So this will enable us to go that way. This is the outer area of the model that we just wanted to show how you can interact with the first version. This is one of an important feature that we can clip the model. So if the model is too large in size, in case if you want to see certain section of the model, you can clip it. So here, as you can see, I'm clipping the model, and I can do both ways, and I can just clip the view if I want to. This will be very much helpful when it comes to when we are interacting with a larger model. So in case if we want to look after certain area of the model, we can do that by clipping the model. Now, yeah, issue management is the feature that we wanted to show. Like nBIM, like I mentioned, you can work with your data. So this is one of a key feature that will let will enable you to work with your data. As you can see, I've selected a window, and while selecting a video, I can create an issue. So you can create an issue in case if you want to store it for the future references. You can add minimal information, like very minimal information, just to provide a good idea to the other user. You can also assign priorities, and yeah, you can assign users. Now one question will come into your mind, like from where this user will be enabled. So we are kind of providing an possibilities to have the organization administrator who can invite all their team members. So only those team members respective to a project and organization, they will be shown here. So this is a secure environment wherein you can restrict the access if you want to. You have also enabled attributes just to provide more information. Like if you feel there are more information that needs to be mentioned there, you can add the attributes yourself, and you can assign the values over there. Yeah. This is how it will look alike, and when you have more kind of more issues, it will look like this way. And not only creating, in case if you want to revisit them, like I would like to have a quick review. And as you can see, there are two column layout. In case if you want to play with the issue management as well as your model together, you can do so. And this will also enable you to kind of highlight the right hand side option. As you can see, the fifth number id issue is currently selected, and it is showing triangle as selected. That was the one that was created previously. And similarly, you can visit any of them, and you can simply have the reflection on the right hand side. Yeah, this is one of an interactive feature wherein you should be able to communicate further with your team in case if the issue is not enough to understand. If needed, you can add your comments here, and any of your team member who are associated with this model and organization, they can certainly add comments and do the data exchange. Yeah. Yes. So this way you can maintain all your work data at single place. Moving on. So now we are kind of also fetching model tree information if the model has. And now you can also attach the file to a respective, like you can select the object from the model. And if you want to add, let's say for an example, if you want to add flow plans, you can simply select the object, you can upload the file there, and it will stay intact. Yeah. You can download in case if you want to review it later on. Yeah, moving on. Now we're gonna be discussing about loading point cloud and BIM file together, just to see how it reacts. So as you can see, we have loaded two files. One is Revit and second one is point cloud. So you can interact with two different file formats at one place. That both of the files are loaded there. Now you will have the abilities to kind of hide and show both of them. You can simply click on eye icon to just hide and show them. Yeah. So just I mean, just assume like if you have larger data wherein you, like my colleague mentioned, if you want to validate if the coordinates are correct, if the files, if you want to validate that the model is aligned with the expectations, so this tool is gonna be very much helpful to you in order to load both of them together and then just looking at it by side, but at a single instance. Yes, there are many more features available. We wanted to provide the key features of GIS. So yeah, that's how it will look. Yeah. It is quite easy. Anyone can interact and anyone can work with that data. So it doesn't need any kind of training at all. It just need a kind of industry knowledge, and they can work with that data. Yeah. You can also set a preference of the model in case if you want to improve the quality of the model, you can do so as well. Yeah. This was the kind of zoom out view. Moving on, now we would like to present the portrait viewer that has 360 walkthrough. So I'm now into portrait viewer, and as you can see, the portrait viewer has 360 images extracted. So you can kind of navigate through. We have given certain navigation. So if you want to navigate to a different location, you should be able to do that by clicking on the navigation icon that appears when as and when you hover over. And yeah, this way you can probably work with your site data. And yeah, these are the kind of navigation available within the model, so you can navigate through and you can work with your data. On the bottom of the side, as you can see, we have also given a mini map in case if you want to go from one location to a kind of different location that is quite far. So it doesn't need to kind of have multiple clicks. Instead you can interact with the mini map and you can just go to the location from there. On the right hand side, you can see level 1 ground floor. So if let's assume like there are 50-story building, in case if you want to kind of define certain levels, you can do so. And by doing that, you will have the ability to look at one story at a time, and you can work with your data. We have also enabled Pano view and point cloud view. This is now a point cloud view. I was showing initially the Pano view. So this is how it will appear. All the point clouds you can see. Yeah. You can see the interaction, how easy it is. Point cloud view of the same model. Now there are certain tools that we enable exclusively for your for making your job easier. So one of the tool is measurement tool, which will help you to kind of measure. And we have also given an option to do that in feet or meter. You can see the bottom. There is an option available that you can switch in, that you can switch from meter to feet, that I will also be presenting moving forward. But that's how you can interact with your model and you can them. So we have given the ability to kind of store the measurements. So if you have done the job once, it will have the records for forever. So it doesn't need to go again and again and to scan to kind of do the measurement for the same purposes. And you can see in case if you want to revisit what previously it was stored, you can just click on it and it will appear the previously recorded measurements. Yeah, that's how you can see your previous data as well. In the footer, as you can see, the option available, meter and feet. In case if you want to see the data in feet, you can click on it and it will show the data in feet. You can switch it back to meter. So based upon your project site requirements, you can just optimize it the way you want. Now I would like to show a transformation tool feature. Clipping plane feature, which will help you to clip like we have already seen in the GIS. So it does the same job. Like you want to clip the model if the model is too larger in the size, and if you want to play with certain area of the model, you can do so from here itself. You can even store the clipping. If you want to store it, you can even do so. So in the future, you do not need to go back and to do that again. You can also kind of optimize how the model should look, balance, high quality, high performance. There are certain options available through which you can optimize the model view for better experience. Yeah. We have also enabled a background changing. In case if you want to change the background, we have given certain available options through which you can change the background of the model. Yeah. Yeah, now I would like to present the BIM viewer, the third viewer that nBIM has already. So this is the BIM viewer. I would be loading the Revit file here. So this is how the file should look like when it is loaded there. It has certain standard features enabled that you can easily use them. These are all the standard features that that offers inbuilt solution. So you can use them and you can do the measurement and all using the standard features that is enabled there. Can even also see the angle, at what angle that particular window is located at. In case if you want to see the orientation, different orientation that can be seen, you can even place the model aside. You can also see the what all the model has got, how many windows, roofs, doors, everything is already extracted from the model, and it is being shown on the left hand side. It also provides the information. These are some of the settings that you might want to adjust in case if you want to have progressive display and certain things like if you want to have larger model upload, you can optimize your view from the settings itself. Now I would like to talk about the enhancement that makes the BIM viewer more powerful. So 2D sheet is one of them. So if a model has 2D sheets, it will appear all the 2D sheets available. That will enable the users to work with 2D data as 2D sheet data as well. Then issue management, it has the kind of capabilities to store issues. So as you can see, it will first let you to select the object from the model, and then you can kind of provide the name and description. You can do the same job as you do as I've showcased in the previous viewer, and you can just simply record them. And you can have n number of issues that you want to record it, and you can assign it to a respective team member. So you see, like this will make the team's job easier because one person who is validating all such things, and then they are assigning it to someone from the team itself. So they will have the notification like they have some actionable input, and they can simply click on it, and they would be redirected here, and they can actually see what it is there for me to action, and they can work with that. Yeah, you can see all the issues here by selecting on left hand side, and right hand side it will show. It is a split view just for the better appearance. Yeah. So, like I mentioned, once you upload the file, it will have the conversion to happen. That will take approximately a time in seconds. Once the file gets converted, you will have the status of converted file, and then you can open it up onto a respective viewer. Now, this is one of an important feature that we would like to demonstrate. This one is kind of federating two models into one. So if you have got a site, and if you got two sites on a same on a kind of nearby location, load both of them together. So you can federate both of them, and you can see how it will look alike. So that was the first model. This is the second one. Now I would like to federate them. By clicking on federate, you can have the ability to select two models that are kind of side by side, that will have the side by side location. While creating that, a new folder will get generated, and you can simply assign the name just to kind of make it distinctive from the other list. And then you can simply click on federate. Yeah. Once you click on federate, it will have the federated view. Then you open once you click on it, it will open both models in a single view. So as you can see, both the models are loaded together. That's how the combination of two model works. It is quite easy. You can manage that. Now, moving on. I mean, we talked about two different models. Should be kind of landed to the same kind of nearby position. Now we will talk about the same file which has different version. So model comparison feature that we introduce, by using model comparison, you can have a base file and target file. Like on a single file, if you are kind of making changes, and if you want to compare them, what are the changes being made, you can simply select file one. Once it is converted, you can have version option, by which you can add the version of the same file. So here I am adding the version of the same file. Now two versions are left. Yeah. As you can see, both the file needs to be converted first. So version 1 and version 2, it is being shown there. Now you can simply just wait for a couple of seconds, it gets converted. Yeah. Once it gets converted, it will have the status. Now you can open it up. Once you open, it will first load the first model. Yeah. Okay. And then you will have the ability to compare with the target model. So here you can select base and target, and you can just compare. By clicking on compare, you will have a split view. Both the models are loaded side by side, and it will have information, like what are the changes being made. So these are the kind of properties that is extracted from both of the models by comparing both of the models. Yeah, second model is also loaded. Then I will have the ability to select properties that are very much important to me. I can filter them out, and I can shorten the table that is shown in the below. So if I want, I can select certain properties that needs visit. I can simply select them, four properties. I will have the list available for me. I can select any of the file, and it will highlight the area which has been modified. Yeah, you can have everything loaded there. In case if you want to revisit quickly, like you have very limited time, and if you want to see what changes are added, removed or modified, you can easily do that. Yeah. You can just select it, and it will highlight the section. So these are the key features. I hope I was able to demonstrate the key features of nBIM. I would simply say like nBIM is simple, yet a simple, powerful, and ready to use platform. And you can register yourself and maybe come on nBIM and experience the features that are available there. It doesn't need any plug and play. It doesn't need any installation at all. It is simply ready for you to
Thank you,
take things
Mayur.
forward.
That was
I
very,
would
very
now I would now
informative
like to hand it over to Naim,
demonstration.
my
I
colleague, to
appreciate it.
take things forward.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for listening me out.
So now that we have seen the challenges and we have imagined the future and we experience the solution, right, by just having a look at the demonstration, we would now like to invite all of you to shape this future with us. So we are offering, Mayur, if you can just display the,
Yeah.
yeah, PPT. Okay. We are offering a limited number of free trials exclusively for webinar attendees so that you'll get full access to nBIM to explore how it is, how it fits your workflow. So all you need to do is that just go ahead and scan the QR code that you'll see on a screen, or you can also go ahead and visit our website at nbim.encircletech.com. You can just sign up for the free trial. So you can just go ahead and scan this QR code or just visit our website, and we'd be happy to let you go ahead and download this, or you can just go get started. So the future of asset management isn't about just collecting more data. It's about connecting it, and then nBIM is that bridge. So I would want to thank you, all of you, for taking your time out and joining this webinar session today. I appreciate it. I hope we were able to demonstrate and help you, so that you can use this platform, web platform, basically at your places.
Thanks, Naeem and Mayur. So, for the attendees, for any kind of queries, please do reach out to us at info@encycletech.com. Also, you follow us on LinkedIn, and of course, we do have a nBIM uh, LinkedIn page also, so you can get all the updates over there. Thank you for your interest.